Do we exist on the internet once again?
I think we do.
Glorious.
I believe we are live.
Howdy, folks. I'm
Yeah.
Android 13, and look at my trucker cap.
I'm gonna sing the do song. Do 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 do.
Seriously? What the fuck, YouTube?
Uh, okay, let me kind of set the scene for those of you who are wondering what the fuck House and Mo are doing at 1 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon. See, the House, was working diligently editing the podcast, which was supposed to be up for you by now, so that you all can enjoy listening to my and Mo's deep philosophical discussion about the bullshit that SJWs are dragging this wonderful country through. When all of a sudden my phone rings. Now, I should preface this by saying that my ringtone is the TARDIS landing noise. So after having my spirit crushed because the doctor was not coming away to take me from my mundane life, I answered my phone, and it was Mo on the other end, talking to me with a mixture of anger and feelings of betrayal and holding back tears as he tells me that Team 4 Star's channel had been deleted. I, of course, asked the pertinent question, well, who the fuck's Team 4 Star? And then he's like, you remember all of those Dragon Ball Z abridged videos I made you watch? And I'm like, yeah, I'm still going to therapy for those, Mo.
Those
I
guys.
still I still inject Muffin Button into conversations at random. It's like, those guys. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, they're
Why?
not exactly a tiny channel. And we're talking over 2 million subscribers.
And then my next question was, why? And he was like, we don't know.
Apparently, according to the official at Team 4 Star Twitter, which is at Team 4 Star, this is okay. Let me back up and start from the beginning. Also, we should probably welcome our guest, shouldn't we?
Yes, yes. Please introduce our guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Karma Noir.
Hello, everybody.
I think she was on the podcast a while ago.
Yeah. She was the guest that after the podcast was over, most like we are never going to have her on again. Ha!
I interject too much and disagree with you guys too often.
How
No, you
fucking
disagree with Mo too often.
How
Well,
fucking dare you?
he's easiest to disagree with.
He's a shitlord.
How fucking dare the both of you?
I will not confirm or deny that he is a shitlord.
Okay, so can I finally get back to this, or are we going back to the Bash Mo Happy Fun Hour?
I'm happy with the Bashmo, I'll say I.
No. Let's let him have his little say, and then we can push him off, and we can have an adult discussion.
All right, so back in December, Team 4 Star, which has truly been blowing up, has been started getting a lot of copyright notices, takedown notices on their videos. They were fighting them, but it was slow going, and they were getting a lot of their videos taken down. I'm talking, I think at one point over 20 of their Dragon Ball Z Abridged videos had takedown notices. Now, this is the Dragon Ball Z Abridged series is parody. It's heavily edited, it's redubbed, they add their own special effects, and even though they're trying to stick to the storyline of Dragon Ball Z, it's done in a completely different way.
Wait.
Entire characters are changed. Yes?
Don't they even add a little disclaimer at the beginning of the bid giving credit to the original, like, please support the official release, this is a fan-made parody, blah, blah, blah?
Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT are all products owned by Funimation, Koei Animation, Fuji TV, and Akira Toriyama. Please support the official release.
Exactly.
Yes, and it is, because it is glorious parody, they are covered under the fair use provisions of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Especially because they do not monetize these videos. There are no ads on them, and they do not get any money from YouTube from those videos. So this seemed really highly irregular. What they're doing can be easily classified as fair use. Well, fast forward to yesterday, last night, in fact, and their YouTube video or their YouTube channel was taken down. I wish I had screenshotted it because it said this channel was taken down due to multiple copyright strikes. Well, you would think, because Koei TV and Akira Toriyama don't give a shit. They're in Japan, and Japan has different copyright laws than the U.S. So it would have to be Funimation, the American company responsible for bringing Dragon Ball Z to us, right? Well, the Team 4-Star Twitter says this did not happen because of Funimation, and one of Funimation's voice actors, Christopher Sabat, who does the voice for Vegeta, as well as I believe Piccolo, and many of their other anime dubs, put out a tweet on his account saying, "This is a sad day for parody." So, apparently, from what happened and from what I've been able to glean from other fans of the Team 4-Star channel, YouTube decided to, on its own, take down the Team 4-Star channel. Now, because Team 4-Star is fucking huge, and like I said, has over 2 million subscribers, easily gets millions of views on all of their videos, there was an immediate stink because of it. An immediate big stink. And somehow, about an hour ago, Team 4-Star's channel came back up. I have never seen a copyright claim thing be done this quickly.
Well, again, to be fair, they do have a huge viewer base. They do have a huge fan base.
Oh, extremely.
As of right now, according to their YouTube page, they have 2,019,276 subscribers.
They can swing that subscriber dick.
They have all the lumber in the world.
Well, yeah, but other big YouTube channels, I mean, not even that big, but like Channel Awesome's constant grappling with takedown notices, and then there was what happened to I Hate Everything. His channel was actually taken down for a while.
Yeah, several days.
Yeah, he has over 500,000 subscribers, so not an inconsequential channel, and it even took him a bit to get back up. And he had the support of other channels like YourMovieSucks.org.
It's really telling that this is the way YouTube is working, for the simple fact that they're putting more stock in the interest of the big corporations than they are in the people who create their content and who make them money, basically. Team 4-Star may not monetize their videos, but it still brings people to YouTube, and I bet you those people are like, "Whoa, what's Team 4-Star up to? Oh, hey, new video. Oh, hey, look, so-and-so did a new video. I watched, and I bet you that one's monetized."
Oh my goodness, you have no idea. When they failed to release the 6th episode of Hellsing Abridged, which is my personal favorite, there was like a mass outroar. Like, oh my gosh, now it's coming out in Christmas. Like, it came out 2 months later, but oh my gosh, the wait was worth it.
Okay. Now, Mo is a fan of Team 4-Star.
I am.
I have only watched what Mo has forced me to sit through. Nothing against them. I'm just not a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. What I have seen of them is absolutely hilarious. I'm coming at this more as a proponent of free speech and a proponent of parody and fair use. Mo is kind of straddling the fence between, fair use and a fan. The reason we've got Karma Noir here is because she's a fan first and foremost. So, why don't you tell us how you feel about this? putting you on the spot right at the beginning. Ha! I'm a dick.
Ah, you are a dick. That I will confirm. But honestly, with Team Four Star, I really like all their content. Primarily their DBZ abridged, which Mo actually introduced me to. I took a look through it all, and I've been rewatching everything. I practically have the first season memorized in my head. I love showing it to everyone else because it's actually way funnier than the original, which, after watching Team Four Star's parody, I went and watched a few episodes of the original just to see the comparison. So
Can I
whenever they
interject
say,
something here really quick?
sure.
That's another great thing about this series is the Dragon Ball Z Abridged. They're very funny writers and they put a lot of thought into what they're doing, and it comes out really good. But it's also Dragon Ball Z is an old show. It's not exactly a spring chicken on the animated fucking Japanese whatever the fuck market. So Dragon Ball Z Abridged, I feel, is more responsible for pulling in modern fans of this show than really any of the big movies that have come out recently.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z started in 1996.
1996.
I
Yeah,
think that's just when it came to the U.S.
yeah, that's when it was released in the U.S.
Really, that show's from like the late 80s, early 90s.
Jeez, I remember me in elementary school, all of my guy friends were talking about Dragon Ball Z this and Dragon Ball Z this. They absolutely loved the show, but I honestly couldn't get into it. Not until I watched Team Four Star's version of it, and I was like, "Ah, that's hilarious." And when I watch the real episodes now, and I'm thinking about their version of it, it always makes me laugh more than actually watching the show does.
Yeah, it first aired in Japan on Fuji TV on April 25th, 1998. Or 1989, sorry. Verbal dyslexia, can't sentence a complete put together.
And even Dragon Ball Z is a sequel of an older show, Dragon Ball. So we're talking a series that's been around for a fucking while. But I'm sorry, you were saying, Karma?
Oh no, I was just about to go into also with the Hellsing Bridge, because the one that they parody is Hellsing Ultimate. There's a version before Hellsing that's just simply Hellsing, that's a much older version than the Ultimate version. Same general storyline, but it's different animations, different just little things that are going on, and so I've watched them both because even though they're taking forever to come out with the actual abridged versions to complete the series, I went ahead and watched the ones ahead of time. So honestly, Team Four Star shouldn't really be having these attacks put on them because they're actually advertising more for the original ones. Their whole thing about please support the official release, it does work. Their job is being completed.
Heck, it was actually Team 4 Star that got me into, that made me want to play Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 again, which several of my Douche Canoe Plays videos are about, is watching me playing this just terribly awesome, I should say, PlayStation 2 fighting game where I'm running around blowing things up and destroying planets and shit. Because I had it back when I was in the army, and I ended up having to, or losing the game when I moved, and I was like, what video game should I play? Checking all my stuff, I'm going, no, I'm getting another copy of that, and I'm fucking playing Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 because that was awesome. And
Isn't
even,
that a PS2 game?
yes, it is a PS2 game, but if you legally own it, then you can emulate it legally
Cool.
because of how emulation law works, and you're allowed to have digital copies and things like that.
Wait
But
for it. That's the next thing to be taken out.
But if you listen to my Douche Canoe Plays videos for Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, which is just DBZ BT3 in the titles, I do Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z Abridged in it a lot because I enjoy playing the Vegeta characters. They have great moves, and sometimes I'll just be saying they're like, "Oh, who am I fighting today? Look at that! It's Krillin. I'm going to punch him in the dick."
Ding! Krillin uncount.
And it's, but the YouTube doing this on its own accord kind of worries me. I mean, with all of the problems with fair use that they've been having, with how much copyright claims and strikes have been sped up in recent history in the last year or so, how many channels have been temporarily or permanently taken down because of these? How many content creators are terrified to put their stuff on YouTube now because Lord only knows who's going to put a strike against them?
Yeah, we have stuff that has never appeared on YouTube, but the simple fact that I'm worried about uploading stuff to YouTube. We do a series called Deep Watching where we talk about movies, and it is possible that those shows can get us copyright strikes.
Yeah.
I love the one you did over chocolate.
Don't mention that movie. I have to take PTSD pills. That movie sucked.
Why? That movie was great.
You will never be able to convince him of that. By the way, if you want to watch any of these, I'm telling you, you can do it for free on Stitcher, SoundCloud, and iTunes.
Yep, there we go. There's my buddy Mo. Shilling.
Hey,
Shilling like Krillin, baby. Shilling like Krillin.
hey, I was bitch slapped through a house. What's your excuse? You guys are the reason I get therapy.
Now, as we said, Team 4-Star is back. They were only down for a few hours. But still, that just shows you the hubris that YouTube is working with right now. And I know that it's kind of hypocritical that we are on YouTube bitching about YouTube, but that's the great thing about this country. You can do that for now.
Free speech is a thing, even though the SJW is trying to take it away. But Team 4-Star's channel, their 52nd episode, their most recent episode of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, is still taken down. They're still missing a bunch of videos on their channel, even though their
Really?
channel's been put back up. Yeah.
Oh god, if they took down episode 52, I'm going to be worried because I haven't seen that yet.
Luckily, Team4Star.com, they have a different video player that they use, so you can look at all the episodes on their website directly. So yeah, if you normally only watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged on YouTube, go to Team4Star.com, and you can check out all their stuff there. But the interesting part is, you know all the gameplay copyright strikes that happen a lot, right?
Yep.
No.
Like, oh well, Nintendo does not like it when you stream their video games or do let's plays of their video games.
What, like Pokemon and stuff?
Well,
Yeah.
we've never gotten any trouble for our Pokemon videos, but I think that's because I'm playing a 12-year-old game.
Well, not
A
only
game
that,
that is
but
not even manufactured anymore. A GBA game.
we are tiny. We are pissants. We are below notice by the mighty Nintendo.
Exactly. I mean, we're not like Game Grumps or anything. So, but yeah, Nintendo cannot stand it when people play their games. Sony actually tried to copyright the phrase "Let's play."
What?
Yes, they were not able to because it's so ubiquitous. But Sony did attempt to copyright "Let's play."
But apparently, the Team 4-Star gaming channel was not affected by this.
Yeah, no takedown strikes, no copyright claims. The channel's still up. All of their videos, which include the hilarious Renegade for Life series. If none of you, if you are a fan of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, I highly recommend Renegade for Life because it is the guy who does the voice for Vegeta pretending to be Vegeta playing video games. So, and he'll play video games that's recommended to him. So he ends up playing shit like Scribblenauts, which is where the "your car is illegally parked, I'm going to have to move it, oh god, I killed a cop" line comes from. Or there's another scene in the very beginning of the video game where it's
The
like,
cat god!
"Fix the cat, god!" Yeah, there's that, and then there's, what was it? They retired from adventuring.
Why do you fight them?
They retired from adventuring, and they had 42 kids. For the love of God, pull out!
There is something interesting. We were actually talking about this before we started the stream. Karma was telling me that it's actually their play of the game or their footage of the game that made her buy a copy of Scribblenauts. So it goes to show that what Team 4 Star is doing is good for the company, which is one of the reasons why a lot of these bigger companies are smart enough to not give them copyright strikes.
Exactly.
It's also representative of Let's Play gaming as a whole and gaming as a whole on YouTube. There are games that have succeeded in the indie market that would not have succeeded were it not for people playing them on YouTube, like Slender and the Stanley Parable.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Those games are fucking stupid, but they got huge because people watch them on YouTube and watch people jump and scream to them.
I can't say anything. I own all 4 of them.
Oh my god, you're a horrible person.
Yes,
No,
I
you're
am.
not.
Only by your standards, which means I'm probably pretty okay, because you're a huge tool.
I am a huge tool, but at least I'm not a huge tool that plays Five Nights at Freddy's.
I didn't say I played them. I just said I owned them.
Are we back to bashing Mo now?
Yes, we are back to bashing Mo now.
Yay!
Don't make me put copyright strikes against you two, because I have my own channel, Douche Canoe Mo. There are no videos on it, but there could be.
You do realize that she lives closer to you than I do, and I could probably pay her to punch you in the dick, right?
You're assuming you would have to pay her to punch me in the dick.
I'm just saying, money can exchange hands. Fancy
More
chocolate
like
could get
exchange
involved.
envelopes.
She doesn't want fingerprints on her dirty, ill-gotten, filthy drug money.
Seriously, man, think about the cops in this. We don't want anything tracing back to one another.
But what all channels have been hit by Where's the Fair Use to bring the conversation back to the reason we're doing this live stream in the first place?
Well, as you said,
Nostalgia Critic, I think, was one of them.
Well, his thing is Channel Awesome.
Yeah.
everybody on Channel Awesome is actually a group of creators, and they are constantly getting copyright strikes because they do reviews of movies and games and all kinds of stuff. So Channel Awesome is constantly fighting copyright claims. I Hate Everything, as you said, was taken down.
Yeah, but that's mainly because Derek Savage is fucking crazy.
Do you think JonTron has had any of these incidents?
Oh, probably. But a lot of the stuff he does is paid stuff. But what's his name? The guy you like, Francis. Boogie2988?
Yeah.
Boogie2988 has had he was actually paid to do a gaming video. And then the company that paid him had him take it down, or issued a takedown strike against the video.
Chris Stuckman, Mundane Matt, Alpha Omega Sin,
Sargon.
Sargon
is currently fighting one that was issued by the supposed last bastion of free speech, the Oxford Union.
The mysterious Mr. Enter, who actually does really good reviews of animated TV shows.
I have started watching his animated atrocities playlist.
SF Debris. SF Debris, who is one of my favorite science fiction reviewers.
I have to agree, he is great.
He actually left YouTube because he was afraid of the copyright strikes.
But then the service he was using collapsed.
Well, the service he was using, Blip TV, was literally bought by Disney. And Disney was like, you know what, we don't want to use it. We don't want to pay for this anymore. So we're going to shut it down. And then he had to find someplace else. And he honestly, if you watch his videos talking about it, he thought about going back to YouTube. But then he was like, you know, the copyright system there still isn't up to where it should be. So I can't justify going back there. He released a video, what was it, yesterday, in fact, 2 days ago, Monday, on talking about Where's the Fair Use, that that really sums it up in a much more eloquent way than either of us can do, because I think he's actually been educated, and Mo's just being educated, and I'm a lazy bastard who doesn't do anything.
But yeah, if okay, I can hear myself really loudly now. Karma, put your headphones in. Hello? Testing? Yeah, I can still hear myself.
Live, everybody!
Alright, can you guys still hear me?
Yes, I can still hear you. I can also still hear me.
Oh,
The reason for that is that my Bluetooth headphones don't seem to want to work. Great, that means I'm gonna have to go find a fucking wire for them.
But yes, folks, if you want to watch a great video or great videos that explain the Where's the Fair Use, the hashtag WTFU, I recommend the Nostalgia Critics video on it, Mundane Matt's video on it, and Boogie290 video on it, and SF Degree's video on it. And hopefully these YouTubers with far more subscribers than us will find out about this, and they will give us a shout out.
But honestly, I think we've said just about all we need to.
The echo is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Give me a fucking minute.
Actually, I think we're going to go ahead and end this now.
Yeah, don't want this getting too crazy long.
I mean, we've talked for almost a half hour. We're good.
So for paddling the douche canoe, special reports. East House.
He's Mo.
And
I'm Karma.
that chick is Karma.
And remember, and we're here asking, where's the fair use?
Where is the fair use?
Seriously, I can't find it. I've looked everywhere.